Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me. And whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is yoga for your period. So this class is for anyone who menstruates, who wants to really celebrate and nourish themselves during this time of their menstrual cycle. So our bodies go through many different cycles and rhythms, and this is our time to rest and release. This is like the winter season of our bodies. So this practice is going to be really slow and gentle to really help you nourish your body and support this phase of your cycle as best we can. So for this practice, you will need 2 pillows, preferably some thicker pillows if you have them, or perhaps if you have a yoga bolster, that will work as well. And once you've got everything gathered, once you are all comfy, cozy, and ready to go, let's get on the mat. Please begin by bringing one or both of your pillows onto the mat, and please come to sit onto your pillows here. Scoot yourself just to the edge of your prop and slowly start to lower yourself down onto your back so that as you come down to rest, your hips are going to stay elevated, supported by those pillows or your bolster, and your shoulders, your head are going to find the support of your mat. Arms rest wherever they feel most comfortable, feet gently plant into the floor. And if it feels safe and comfortable for you, you can close your eyes, otherwise softening your gaze towards the ceiling. And as you arrive here, giving yourself a few moments to relax into the support of your mat, the support of your props. And through relaxing your body, giving your breath more space to move freely. So softening especially around the low belly, the hips, the pelvis, and allowing for this free flow of energy. And as you really bring awareness to your breath here, know that you do not need to change your breath in any way, but simply tune into this natural, innate rhythm of your breathing, this cycle of in and out. So in yoga and Ayurveda, we recognize 2 opposite energies. You may have heard of them as yin and yang, or lunar and solar. One being more active, and the other more restful. So when you are in this phase of your cycle where you're bleeding, you're releasing, it's really important to really replenish that yin within you, prioritizing rest and nourishment, letting yourself be especially nurtured at this time. So I invite you to bring that intention into your practice today of slowing down, of being gentle, of allowing yourself to be nurtured. And that starts right here with your breath. Following that flow of your inhales and exhales. And feeling how sweet it is to simply be here right now. Letting yourself be supported by the earth. You have nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. This time on your mat is truly for you. So let's take about 3 more rounds of breath here together. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose or mouth. Again, we'll take an inhale and exhale, release. One more inhale here. And exhale. As you're ready, please begin to push down into the soles of your feet, activating your legs just enough to lift your hips up off of your props and start to slide those props out from underneath you. And you can put them off to the side for now. We'll come back to them later in the practice. But finding yourself now resting flat on your mat. And I invite you, if it feels okay for you, to place your hands over your lower belly. This energetic space of your womb that is so powerful, that contains the power of creation, of sensuality, of intuition, among other things. And perhaps sending a little extra love and gratitude here to your womb center. Giving yourself permission to release during this time. Knowing that there is nothing you have to hold on to. And let's take a big breath in here, breathing down into your belly, feeling this expansion with the inhale. And as you exhale, feel this natural release, letting your belly button drop down towards your spine. And starting to walk your right foot over towards the right side of your mat, left foot over towards the left side of your mat. And bringing your arms to rest wherever they feel most natural in this moment. Begin to drop both knees over towards the right side of your mat. And then slowly bring your knees back up through center and drop them both over to the left. Finding this windshield wiper action here, coming through center and over to the right. And then back through center and over to the left. And please continue with this movement at your own pace. Taking your time to bring a little bit more life into the hips. Maybe even feeling a little release for the low back, a little massage for the booty here as well. And as you feel ready, begin to drop your knees over towards the right side of your mat. And as you do, let yourself roll completely onto that right side of your body. Use your hands to press you up into a seated position on your mat. Take your time to rise and we'll all meet in Sukhasana, easy seat. If you'd like, here you have the option to sit on one of your props, one of your pillows, just bringing in a little bit of extra cushion for the hips. And again, bringing in this energy of really nourishing and nurturing your body. So as you settle into stillness in your comfortable seat, please rest your hands onto your thighs. Once again, allow your eyes to close or your gaze to soften. And tune in once more with that cycle of your breath. Relaxing your belly so that as you breathe in, you feel this expansion. And as you breathe out, you feel this release. Almost imagining your breath pushing down and out to help this flow of your menstruation. And once again, if it feels right for you, you might place one or both hands over your low belly to feel that rise and fall and to send a little extra love down here into the womb center. Now I offer you today to take this intentional breath into your alternate nostril breathing. So if you'd like to engage in this alternate nostril breathing today, this really balancing breath for the body, let's make a mudra with our right hand here, turning the palm face up, curling your index and middle fingers in towards the palm. And then your thumb will come just gently to the right nostril, closing that right nostril off as you breathe in through your left. Gentle pause at the top of your inhale. Close your left nostril, open your right, and exhale. Breathe in through your right nostril. Close your right nostril, open your left, and breathe out. Please continue alternating in this way. Breathe in through the left. Close the left, open the right, and breathe out. Breathe in through the right. Close your right, open your left, and exhale. Please continue on at your own pace. Feeling this alternating breath, balancing out the left and right side. Ida and Pingala Nadi, these two channels of energy that run through you and that contain and help to harmonize this yin and yang energy, the lunar and the solar. So let's stay for about another 30 seconds with this alternate nostril breathing, keeping the body soft and relaxed and following the natural pace of your breath. And the next time that you breathe out through your left nostril, please gently release your hand back down towards your thigh. Come back to your natural breathing through both nostrils. And take a moment here to pause and notice how you feel. These shifts may be subtle or they may be more noticeable. So allow yourself to acknowledge whatever it is you may find. But know that it's okay if you don't really feel anything going on here. And welcoming in this balancing and softening energy into the rest of our practice, I invite you to please open your eyes if you had them closed. If you're seated on your pillow, please bring it out from underneath you. And find yourself seated on your mat with the soles of your feet together and your knees open wide, setting up for our butterfly here. So as you lift your spine up nice and tall, check in with your hips. Notice if they want a little bit of extra support today. And if that's the case for you, you can slide those pillows right underneath your knees. Take an inhale to lift up nice and tall. As you exhale, begin to fold forward, bringing your heart towards your toes, only coming forward as far as you want to go today, taking care to acknowledge your body and any sensations that pop up for you. So as you settle into this fold here, as best you can, keeping this softness around your belly, your hips, your low back, and letting yourself really drop into the support of your mat here. Gravity taking hold of the knees, opening the hips, letting your chest gently melt down towards the toes. And while you're here, Perhaps really taking this time to tune into your breath and simply follow this flow in and out. So as we take these different shapes in the body and do these different breathing practices, it's all to move and shift energy within you. So at this time of your moon cycle, we really feel this down and out energy. And so we want to encourage that with our postures, with our breath. And it might even help you to visualize this action of your breath moving down and helping you to release whatever it is you need to release. Through this release, what is left is a cleansing, this creating of space for something new to take root. So let's stay in this shape for about 3 more rounds of breath. Seeing if you can soften just a little bit more here. With your next natural inhale, slowly begin to rise up out of this forward fold. Hands coming to the outer edges of your legs as you slowly, gently press the legs back towards one another. Take a moment here to wrap your arms around your legs, tuck your chin towards your chest, and bring your heart forward towards your thighs. Wrapping yourself in a nice big hug here as you take a breath in and sigh it out. Now, as you're ready, bring yourself back up to seated. Begin to stretch your legs out in front of you. Maybe give them a little shake if that feels good. And grab one of your pillows or your bolster. And we're going to place it lengthwise onto the lap here. So one end of the prop is right up against your hips as it stretches out over the length of your legs. Allow your knees to bend a little or a lot here as you start to bring your chest down towards your pillow. So once again, only folding forward as much as you feel comfortable, perhaps coming all the way down onto the pillow, resting your cheek, perhaps coming down just enough to feel that support of the pillow underneath you while keeping a nice long spine. And perhaps your hands would like to grip the backs of your thighs, maybe wrap around the pillow. Whatever feels most nourishing for your body in this moment, please take yourself there now. And perhaps you'd like to close your eyes once again, or soften your gaze, not looking at anything in particular. Another opportunity here to invite in this energy of rest, to really slow down your pace and take your time with this practice. And we'll stay for about another 5 rounds of breath here. All together, let's take one more inhale here. And exhale completely. As you inhale, slowly rise up off of your pillow, lifting back up to a nice tall spine. Gently moving your pillow off to the side. Keep it handy. We'll come back to it soon. And begin to spread your legs out to a V shape here. So you choose how wide you'd like to take the legs, perhaps as wide as you can or just as wide as your mat. And once again, sitting up nice and tall here. Let's take a big breath in. As you breathe out, send your heart forward. Begin to melt down right in between the legs. So you might call upon your pillow once again here, placing it just between the legs and resting perhaps your arms onto your pillow. Maybe coming all the way down, bringing your head onto the pillow. Giving yourself a little bit of extra cushion, a little bit of extra comfiness for this shape, if you want it today. And feeling with the legs a little bit wider, we get a little bit more stretch through the hips, through the inner thighs. Opening up more space for this flow, for this release of energy. And once again, I invite you to follow your breath here. Feel into the sensations of your body. And feel that during this time, you really can connect with your body and these natural rhythms that it goes through. This is a time to really celebrate that natural cycle through rest and nourishment. And we'll be here for about another 5 rounds of breath. All together, let's take another inhale here and let it go. As you inhale, slowly rise back up to seated. Take your time as you lift up. If you have that prop, gently move it out of the way for now. And then gently start to bring your legs back together. And we'll find our way to our comfortable seat. Once again, Sukhasana, whatever that looks like for you today. Finding your nice tall spine here. Let's take an inhale to reach both arms out and up to the sky. As you exhale, drop that left hand down, reach your right arm up and over, finding this gentle side bend. Letting your hips stay heavy as you reach up and out through the right fingertips. Breathing into that length of your right side waist. Let's take another inhale right here. And exhale completely. With your inhale, start to lift up just halfway out of that stretch. As you exhale, turn your chest towards your left knee and find a twist here. Left hand walking back behind you, right hand resting on your thigh. Keeping this twist really gentle for today, so not cranking all the way into it, but just enough to feel the shoulder draw back, the chest open. And breathing here through the length of your spine. Again, perhaps imagining that down and out, releasing into the earth. And let's stay for another inhale here. As you exhale, gently release back through center. With your inhale, arms stretch out and up. And as you exhale, that right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over this time. Feeling that length through your left side waist, that space through the ribs. Feeling as well this gentle lift of your heart as you stretch. And let's stay here for a full breath in and complete breath out. With your inhale, little lift out of that stretch. And as you exhale, turn your chest towards your right knee. Hands float down to support you. Find your twist. Gently hugging your shoulder blades together behind your heart to feel that lift and stretch. Let's take another breath in and breath out. One more inhale right here. As you exhale, gently unwind your twist, coming back through center. Beautiful. Now, one final pose for us here today. Please grab your two props. We're going to bring one horizontally on the mat, and the other will be vertical, making almost like a T here with your two pillows. Now, if you only have one pillow or maybe one bolster, you can always use a block or a folded up blanket as that bottom part of this little shape we're creating here. But we want to make sure we have this length of the pillow here so that we can lay back against it and feel supported. So set yourself up here, sitting right with your hips against your pillow, your bolster, whatever you've got. And we're going to set up our feet once again in that butterfly shape with the feet together and the knees open wide. And slowly begin to lay back onto your props here. Settling yourself down, readjusting as needed to find that place where you feel supported and comfortable. Perhaps you'd like to grab a couple of extra blocks or pillows to place under the knees. Perhaps a blanket to put over you so that you can stay nice and warm and cozy. But as you find where you want to stay in this supported Supta Baddha Konasana shape, make sure this is somewhere you can rest for the next few minutes and be comfortable. Now, as you settle into stillness here, arms can rest wherever they feel most natural. But perhaps you'd like to once again place one or both hands over your low belly, that energetic space of your womb, your sacral chakra. And really think about breathing down into that sacral center. Inviting in again more softness, more gentleness here. Offering nourishment and support to your womb, to this cycle of releasing. And allowing yourself to rest here for the next few minutes, or perhaps even longer if you feel called to do so. This is your place to rest and be. Begin to bring your awareness back into your body, back to your breath, and feel yourself resting on the earth, the parts of your body that are supported and held in this moment. And when you feel ready, begin to invite some gentle movement back into your body. Perhaps reaching your hands down towards your thighs and gently drawing your legs back together. Moving and stretching in any way that feels good for your body as you reawaken. And taking your time as you gently roll to one side and press yourself back up to a seated position once again. Taking a moment to seal your practice here today by bringing your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra and taking a moment for gratitude, thanking yourself for showing up to your mat today, for taking this time to nourish yourself and to be nurtured, and thanking your practice for whatever it has offered you today. And I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat. Namaste.